Welcome everyone to German Tool Reviews. Today we're going to take a close look at several Wera L-Key sets. All these sets are made in the Czech Republic. One of the first reviews I did was on the Wera stainless L-Key set. Now that I've been using it for almost a year, I can't say I have any complaints about it, and it is working as good as it did when I got it. Back when I was taking apart the AEG power shears, there was a socket cap screw that I couldn't get off with my shorter L-Keys. I ended up having to use the Wera stainless keys for this because I didn't have any other metric long arm L-Keys for the job. I made a note to get a set of non-stainless L-Keys. So I went ahead and picked up both the metric and inch versions of their color-coded L-Key set. I want to first talk about something that I didn't mention in the previous video, and that is the Hex Plus feature that Wera uses for their L-Keys. These are not just your standard hexagonal pieces of metal, but instead have a special geometry that is used to prevent damage to the fasteners. In fact, Wera actually has a patent titled Force Transmission Structure, especially for screwing wrench with multiple corners, that details the force transmission geometry for a hex key. The geometry that Wera has developed consists of two convex surfaces on each side of the hex key that end up being tangent to the walls of the socket cap fastener. The claim is that more torque can be attained because there is more contact surface between the tool and the fastener, and thus less likely to cause damage to the fastener. Wera has given this design the trademark Hex Plus. They've actually gone through a couple of iterations of this design, tweaking the geometry to allow for more torque to be applied. It's hard to see this on the smaller L-Keys, but on the larger ones you can definitely see the two ridges on each side, just like they are detailed in the patent diagram. The first set we're going to take a look at is one of Wera's more recent releases, the 950/9BM with part number 021737. The amazing thing about this set is that you can actually pick it up for less than $5. It is kind of shocking when you think about it, since it is imported all the way from the Czech Republic. I don't think I can even find a domestically made L-Key set for that price. I have a feeling they're going to sell a lot of these in the upcoming months. The 950BM set is a short-form L-Key metric set with sizes 1.5 through 10 millimeters. All of the keys use the Hex Plus system with the exception of the smallest 1.5 millimeter, which is a normal hex key. The 3 millimeter through 10 millimeter keys are marked with Wera 950, the Hex Plus logo, and the size. The 2.5 and 2 millimeter keys are just marked with their size. The 1.5 key does not contain any markings on it. When I did the previous review on the stainless L-Key set, I said I had some issues with the holder. Well, it has held up for the past year with almost weekly use. You can tell that the hinge is starting to wear out if you compare it to the spring action of this new set with that of the stainless set. Now we'll take a look at the Wera color-coded long arm black finish L-Keys. The model numbers are 950 SPKL/9SM for the metric set and 950 SPKL/9SZ for the SAE set. One of the first things you will notice is that while the metric set comes in the familiar holder, the SAE set comes in a fabric pouch. This sort of had me scratching my head as to the reason for this. I can only guess is that it was to definitively differentiate the two with a manner other than a simple different colored holder. The pouch can be purchased separately if you want to use one for your metric set as well. I know people will have differing opinions, but I prefer the pouch because it is much easier to remove the keys and is a better long-term solution. One thing about this pouch is that it actually contains 10 slots. Depending on the direction you want your L-Keys to face will determine which slot in the back row will be empty. The long arm hex keys all contain a ball end on the longer end and a regular hex on the short end. I'll often use both ends to take out longer fasteners, using the short ends to break the tension, and then the ball ends can be used much like a screwdriver. Each of the L-Keys is coated in a thermoplastic material with a different color used for each size. It definitely does make it easier to identify the correct L-Key once you get used to the colors. One thing I didn't like about the metric set was how close the 3 and 4 millimeter colors were to each other. It looks like this was solved in the SAE set by recycling the purple color in the 1/8 and 5/16 sizes. The plastic coating also converts the hex surface to a rounded surface that is much easier on your hands, especially for the larger sizes. These are definitely the best L-Key sets I have ever used. As I was tearing apart this Wacker demolition hammer, I swore the socket cap screws were installed with an impact drill, as I had to put some extreme pressure on them to get them loose. I definitely think that these would have been stripped if not for the Hex Plus system. Whoever put these in last definitely over-torqued them because you can see that they were already starting to get chewed up. Wera definitely has a winner in their line of L-Keys that offer a lot of unique features that I'm sure will be soon copied by their competitors. I honestly wouldn't use anything but a Hex Plus L-Key in anything that has significant torque, as we have all run into those socket cap fasteners that someone has over-torqued and added a couple of sides to that hex shape in the screw. Well, that's going to wrap up this review of a couple of Wera L-Key sets. Check out the link in the description to the full review. And if you like this video, subscribe for more reviews of German brand tools.